Hello YouTubers, Charles here, and we're back playing Kerbal Space Program. We're rescuing a crash mission on the moon. So here's the crash site, and all the way over here on the other side of the crater is our rescue party. So yeah, we're about 2 kilometers away from the crash site. We need to recover these guys, pick up some more science that went missing, or was destroyed in the crash, I should say. So let's, here we are with Nelrie, Bob, and Seefrey. So let's get Nelrie out on EVA and send him across first. Make sure it's safe. Bob will take across the science. And we'll get Seefrey across, and we'll go from there. Should have plenty of monopropellant. You don't want to thrust too long, though. You have to slow down at the other side. We did get going pretty good there. He just wants to get home quick, that's all. Let's start slowing down. Alright. That's under control. Let's turn your little headlamps on so we can see the. Yeah, the ladder had to be on the other side, didn't it? Board. You grab. Alright, you're gonna get in that hitchhiker container. Yep, there we go. Got a few more seats open. So let's get back and I'll get Bob out here. And Bob, like a boss, doesn't grab the ladder. We're gonna take the data. Not sure why it still says 1, but we'll leave that 1. There's the debris of our ship, most of it. A few things exploded, but we got all the science off of that last time. Let's get your pack on. Hold the jump to start off. That should be good. Accelerate for like the first 200 meters. And we just thrust down to keep our altitude. There's no atmosphere to slow us down, so we'll keep going. Much safer pace this time. start slowing down here. Grab, and you're gonna help Jeb out up here. So you're gonna board, and we covered a bunch of science there. And finally, we got Seefrey. And I don't know what's left in there. Maybe nothing? Maybe nothing. Alright. Crossing the big crater. Here's the debris. And we're almost there. Just a little further to go. Let's start slowing down. Alright, let's board. Okay, we got everybody aboard. Let's do some science. We missed getting science from here since we crashed. So we got some material study from the moon's midland craters. Fine dust is intermixed with the samples, and we'll never be able to get it clean again. Let's keep that data. Let's log some gravity data. Keep that. Seismic scan. And keep that. And let's turn that on. And temperature data, and let's keep that. Now we have a little under, well, let's say a little over half of our fuel left. So we're starting to get towards the dark side. I think I'm going to try to come back here because we lost the highlands data in the crash. And then, to be safe, I think we're going to head back to Kerbal. So we want to go east-southeast It's actually probably pretty much the direction we're already kind of aimed for, so that shouldn't be too bad. We got a surface sample from here before. Crew report. So I think we're all good to go. Let's take off. It's pretty much the right direction. I want to head a little further south. I think. You can see the train is going up because our apoapsis is very much closer to the landing site than. And something like that. Maneuver there. Come pretty much straight down. And that should be good. Got a 30-second burn approximately in about 50 seconds. We're basically heading back to the fourth landing location. And let's burn. Kill that. And yeah, we're just turn on RCS. Little sloped here, not too bad. Alright, let's really slow down because we're about to land. 1 meter per second. Cut. Alright. And we're down. Let's observe the materials bay. Let's keep that data. Log the temperature and keep it. Log the gravity data. Keep that. And log some seismic data. And keep that. Alright. Let's get Jeb out. I think we have a surface sample, but I mean, Jeb came all this way. He'll want to stretch his legs a little bit. Alrighty. Let's take an EVA report. Start to say something dramatic and poignant about the plight of Kerbal kind in the grand universe, only to be cut off by random radio chatter that the situation is nominal. Yeah. I'm gonna take a surface sample. I think this is gonna be redundant though. And we're only a kilometer from the other landing site, so we're not gonna plant a flag here. We're gonna take all the data, then we're gonna board. Okay. Dump. Yeah, I figured that the surface sample would be redundant. Crew report. Okay. How are we doing? Now we're not gonna risk things. We're gonna head home now. I want to refuel a little bit though before we do. So that means rendezvousing with the orbiter. And it's pretty far. Well, it's basically on the other side, but we're gonna need to do a few maneuvers. Not sure if it's best to just head east and then do a big correction, or if we should like head up on an angle and then do a different correction. I'm not sure which is more fuel efficient. This is... Well, it depends on how much of an angle we go at. I'm gonna go try going at a slight angle. So I think we have everything we need to do here. Let's turn off RCS and let's lift off. 3, 2, 1. Gonna go slightly above 90. At this rate, we want to probably go up to we're ahead, so we probably want to go higher, so maybe a 30-kilometer orbit. See, we're starting to get a bit low on fuel, so I didn't want to risk another hop and running out. And there we go, 31. And that's That's way too big. 34 by 31. 32 by 30. Should be great. Then we'll just make a correction here. So in about 3 minutes, we have a 29-second burn. Let's get those legs up there. Something like that. So let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, we're half a minute from the burn. Yeah, start at 15. And go. It's good enough. We don't need to be pixel perfect or anything like that. We're gonna target here. Oh, this guy is about 30, so we're not that high. Something like that, but we don't want to come out that far, so we can decrease that. Of course, that causes us to twist a bit more, but yeah, coming out to 77, that should let us catch up pretty good. So another 30-second burn, and well, we should have a little bit of fuel left after that. That's why we're rendezvousing, to pick up more fuel. So that's it's going to be in about 6 minutes, and just as we're losing the light. There's a bunch of interesting craters that are now in the sunlight that would be cool to get science from, but we'll have to do that next time we come out to the moon. These guys already need to be rescued once. We don't want to risk needing to rescue them again. Right, let's just fast forward around here. Alright, we got a minute to this burn, and we need to burn south. Alright, we're all lined up. Gonna lose the sunlight here, but Got full electric charge. A little early. Burn evenly on either side. The maneuver system assumes that you're going to do all the thrusts instantly to change velocity, but you can't do that in reality. So the next best thing is to burn evenly on either side of the node. So if you start put half the times before and half the time after, you'll wind up with basically as close as you can get to what the maneuver system predicted. Alright, so here we are. We're going to be 410 kilometers away. But hopefully in a few orbits. Oh, you saw that jump closer. A few orbits, they'll get closer, even pass, and at that point we can just lower our orbit and get them to line up. So let's time warp around here. Let's take a few orbits around the moon. Okay, probably should have stopped a little sooner. Let's see what we can do from here. Yeah, see if we thrust a little more, they'll line up pretty close. Down to 2 kilometers. .7 kilometers is fine. That's pretty close. And, wow, that's a really small burn. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's see how we did there. However we did actually pretty good. So that just probably, kicked us out another 2 or 3 kilometers, but the extra time gets us to line up better. Of course, we'll be lining up on the dark side, but that's just how it works out. So we're taking a longer, slower orbit and letting the science lab catch up. Speaking of letting the science lab catch up, let's switch to it for a moment. Alright, we got the science lab here. But we also have the now basically useless fueler. We want to fill up the monopropellant here. The fuel tanks are all empty though. So we don't need this anymore. And it's basically using up the docking port. So we need to get rid of it. So let's undock it. And let's turn on RCS and back away slowly. And let's shift over to the side if we can. This only has one set of RCS thrusters, so trying to slide to the side. Well, it's not really easy. Causes rotation. Let's turn on SAS, try to hold us. Alright, we're pretty far away. Far enough away, I should say. We want to deorbit and basically crash into the moon. So we're slowing down here, not quickly. Needed that to be up. Yeah, here we go. We're dropping our periapsis. And as long as we get this underground, we'll have disposed of this unneeded refueler. And that looks like it'll do it. And that should hit the ground way before. Yeah, so there's the orbiter. Yeah, we should hit the ground way before the orbiter makes its rendezvous. So let's time warp a bit here. We go getting lower and lower. 19 kilometers. Here we are. This is the last crater we'll see. And we're back down to Time Warp 1. See, these guys are getting closer. And so is the surface. Try to spin around here and I land backside first. Just passing over the surface here. Barely. Sure we'll make that crater. We'll see. It's not looking like it. Yeah, we're almost at the end here. Oh! Coming down the slope. All sorts of debris. It looks like all the debris though will rain back in. So at this point, pretty much watched all we could. Can we switch to that? There's the debris. Shouldn't be any trouble. We're about 30 kilometers from the orbiter, which I really should rename. Alright, so we got about 9 minutes. And there's a ship, and relative velocity is the other direction right now. Ooh, yeah. The light shines in across you guys. How you guys doing? Science, more science, toothbrushes, board games. Nice pictures from home. We'll get you guys home real soon. Probably should have crashed that more directly into the surface. Wouldn't have had the debris scatter that much. Alright, we got 8 minutes. Let's fast forward here. Ooh. That was a little close. down there 2 minutes ago. About a minute. Now it's just basically launch the ship and slow down when we get close. About 10 seconds, I guess. There, we don't need that anymore. Let's basically bring our relative velocity to 0. Alright. Turn towards the ship. And we're gonna start heading at it probably about, I don't know, 10 or 20 meters per second. And it's probably a little fast, but let's use our RCS to slow down. Let's use our engines to slow down. Okay, we're 124 meters away. 20, whatever. So rotation is, Alright, we're gonna aim the back of our ship towards it. And let's, switch over to here. Where'd you go? How can you lose a spaceship? Should be all bright looking. Alright, should be... There it is. Set as target. Alright, we're aimed right at it, and use a thrusters to get going a little bit. Alright, switching back. Let's make this a little more comfortable by doing control from here. Turn on RCS. And we're going to close a little faster, but then slow down as we get closer. And we should start getting lit up, I think when we get within 50 meters or so. A little hard to see our ship right now. Lined up pretty good. Let's slow down a little bit. Actually, we can. We're actually pretty maneuverable right now. Yeah, but the longer we wait, the more our orbits will change, so we want to get close pretty quick. Once we're within 10 meters, we can then slow down. Let's stay on target. Let's slow down to 1 meter per second. There we go. We're just trying to get lined up. Slow down. Slow down. And okay, lined up better. Should be good. Ish. Turn off. Let the magnetism take over. Alright, we have docked. I don't know what this burn is, but let's get rid of it. Older burn. Okay, turn off the monopropellant. We don't need that right now. That's got about 7. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. This one has more. I'm going to stop this about 7. And then we'll stop this about the same distance out. There'll be more than 7. That looks pretty good. We're about half fueled. I think that should be plenty for getting back. Alright, we need to get back to Kerbal now. The most efficient way is to head backwards. Moon and everything orbits counterclockwise. So if we want to drop the most efficient, if we accelerate out, if we go forward, we'll actually be going to a bigger orbit. And we don't want that. We want a smaller orbit. So heading backwards would be best, and since we're orbiting this way, heading backwards would mean departing something like that. See, that drops the orbit way down. And I don't really care where we land. Although getting close to Kerbal Space Center will get us the most efficient. And look at that, that's only 271 meters per second. It's not even going to take all the fuel that we'll have. May even decide to put some back. say in and in till that's full up. Oh, it's counting all the fuel we have. We disable crossfeed. And, well, that should be good. I want to have some fuel left. So if we need to burn during our descent, that we can. Alright, let's do this. Those are something like that. Put it back the way it was. Rather have a little wasted but refunded than not have it, or need it and not have it. Alright, we're going to undock now. And thrust away a little bit. I'm going to switch back here. SAS is on, that's good. I'm going to rename the vessel. Moon Science Station. It'll stay in orbit around the moon. And we will head back. So let's head back here, and of course our maneuver is with the station for some reason instead of with the ship. This earlier. That's pretty good. Alright, we have our maneuver planned. Let us fast forward. And it's probably going to be a 30-second burn. Because we docked and undocked, it doesn't have the thrust rating for our engines and our weight. But previous thrusts were about that much for 30 seconds. Let's turn off RCS, we don't need it. So I'm going to start about 15. There's a station just behind us. And let's head home. $37's a little high, but I think that'll give us a little wiggle room for where we want to land. Alright, let's accelerate and fast forward our way from the moon. Even the station behind there. We're heading back towards Minmus. Kerbal. It's late, I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna get this done and get these guys home. Just gonna leave the moon's gravity in about an hour. Gonna wind up right here on the orbit and head back. Yeah, we're pretty far from the moon now. And we're just about to escape to just the edge of both in our view there. And there we go. Let's do a quick save. And yep, we're looking okay. It's right over Kerbal Space Center right now, but probably won't be when we get there. Alright, let's fast forward in and get these guys home. I use so much monopropellant. Oh well. Oh wow, we actually may be coming in right over Kerbal Space Center. At this point, we don't want to land in the water. We'd much rather land on land. So if we can slow down a bit and get that periapse I should say, down to 20 or so. turning this way should tilt our orbit more closer to the surface. Let's go for 15, let's say. It's going to have us coming down a little faster, but we should catch the atmosphere hopefully before we even get to the mountains there. Of course, the planet's going to rotate a bit, but we're 12 minutes away, so it's not going to rotate that much. So how you guys doing? You guys all set? Return to Earth after your long mission and your crash and rescue? I sort a little bit. There we go. A little bit more. Here we come. Over the desert. Hoping I didn't go too low. We'll see. At this point, we want to retract the panels because we're going to have enough power, and if they break, we don't get to recycle them, reuse them, refund them. Let's turn off the lights. And, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I went too low. Hopefully we can make that shore. We are still going pretty quick. Yeah, we're starting to slow down. Yeah, probably 20 would have been much better. Gonna have to hope our parachutes slow us down enough that hitting the water won't be catastrophic. Yeah, we're falling way short. So that was a bit of a miscalculation, but we'll see how everything turns out. Alright, we're starting to come down here. We're gonna pump the chutes about 5,000, I think. And then we have one drogue chute that's to slow us up a bit before the other 12 bring us, hopefully, to a decent rest. We do science. Oh. Pop those chutes. Gravity scan can't be done. And we probably have temperature already, right? Alright, at least we know the height of the surface here. Alright, so this is the drogue chute. It's fully open right now, and we're actually coming down at a decent pace. We're under 40 meters per second. I'm going to put the lights out. The gears out. I don't think they'll really help, but you never know. Here goes everything. Okay, we're under 7, which is pretty good. Like to be under 5 though, especially with all this equipment. So let's go down a little quicker. But then we're at 100 or so. I'll fire up the engines very lightly. Alright, let's... And that was pretty good. Don't brake. We want to recover the vessel. Okay, successful rescue mission. Wow, we earned 1,666.5 science. We brought back with us. Plus, we radioed back science during the mission. So now we have 2,621 science. Wow, that's amazing. Crew reports and surface samples, and well, you, if you watched, you saw everything that we gathered. We recovered 95 parts and 3 resources. Only a little over 150 kilometers for 90% of the value. A command pod. 1 drogue parachute, communicatron, hitchhiker storage container, etc., etc. 8 radial parachutes for 5,000 funds. 4 fuel tanks. 4 gravioli detectors for a lot of funds. 4 seismic accelerometers for a lot of funds. Yeah, we didn't use 4. We'll have to design a different ship next time. Anyway, that's everything there. We got some fuel, oxidizer, monopropellant back. And we got Jebediah, Bob, Nelrie, and Seefrey. Somehow only 0.4 reputation for going to the moon and back. We explored the moon, transmitted or recovered science. We landed on the moon. And yeah, that's rescue from the moon from Kerbal Space Program First Contract. We got a lot of science unlocked, but don't think we can get everything because these get up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we don't have all the science to get all these 9. Or at least not with this one as well. So, probably have to do another mission to unlock the rest of this. But that'll be next time. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys then with some more Kerbal Space Program First Contract.